What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I am meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Thanks as always for tuning in with us on the morning hours and waking up with us. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you're ready to go out the door this morning. Here's a few things you need to know before you head out the door. We're going to be dealing with some strong storms in the middle portion of our work week. I'm talking by tomorrow, seeing a few strong storms overnight and then into our Wednesday. After that, cooler temps are on the way. So if you're looking forward to maybe some cooler weather than we've been seeing, the 90s are finally going to be kicking out of the forecast and more average temperatures are on the way. And also that means a nice weekend ahead as well. So nice conditions are coming back. Let's talk about what's ongoing right now before we do get into the forecast. Here's a look at Mississippi Live radar this morning. Now, not seeing much of anything within our area. So that is some good news as you're headed out the door this morning. Across the board, across the area, you're really looking good to go. However, I'm tracking some showers and storms that are very, very close to the area. I'm going to take it over into our analysis mode so I can really track out what's going on with you. So here's a look at our area again, good to go. Let's take it into the Memphis radar site to see those showers and storms a little bit closer just to our north. So that's why I said yesterday, if you are closer to this Tennessee state line, you're going to be seeing more activity than the rest of us. Take a look at these showers and storms, lots of lightning associated with them as well. Not in our area, but just to our north. And you can see these kind of propagating eastward. So they're moving off to the east. I don't expect them to necessarily impact places like Alcorn County, places like Tippah County just yet. So that's some good news. Those look to continue to push into places like Tennessee. Overall, though, we are looking dry in North Mississippi this morning. So that's some good news as you're headed out the door. Rain to our north, but not in our area just yet. That story will change eventually. Let's take a look at a few cameras across the area, shall we? This is one over at the Crossroads Museum in Corinth, Mississippi. Nice conditions out the door this morning and no rain over in Alcorn County. Thankfully, temperatures near 70 degrees. And this is a live look over in Cleveland. So beautiful conditions there as well. You can see that flag kind of blowing in the wind. Nice, beautiful ongoing sunrise over there in Cleveland. Temperatures in the low 70s there. Let's talk about temperatures across the board because we're all near 70. Definitely a warmer start to our day. Yesterday, a lot of us got to start off in the 60s. Not the same story. We were seeing a lot of cloud cover over our area, and that means temperatures in the 70s. 71 in Bruce, 71 in Houston, 72 in Eupora. You get the picture, most of us in the 70s. Let's talk about your first 12 hours. Temperature is going to be in the upper 60s by 7 to 70 degrees. Maybe some of us trying to fall into those upper 60s over the next hour. Mainly sitting in the 70s. As we head throughout your day ahead, upper 70s expected by 10, and then temperatures back in the upper 80s into your afternoon hours to near 90 degrees. That's going to be the story today with rain chances yet again in the mix for the afternoon. Let's talk about why. Why are we going to be seeing some showers and storms push in that could be on the stronger side? It's because of this right over here, this low pressure system that's right now bringing some showers and storms to the plains from Nebraska down to places like Oklahoma, Kansas as well. Well, we're seeing that extended cold front, and let me put this into motion. Let's talk about Futurecast. This is going to be eventually inching into our area into the day ahead. As it does, a few showers and storms, yes, ahead of it that could inch into places mainly north of Lee County. So that's the majority of people who will see rain today. Let's take it even more forward now, shall we? Watch as we head into your early Wednesday. This begins to become a lot more closer into North Mississippi, right? And showers and storms right on the Mississippi River is what I expect into your Wednesday morning. So even could still see a nice commute for Wednesday, a dry commute. However, bring the rain gear because strong storms are going to be pushing into your afternoon. I'm talking for those morning commutes, getting the kids from school tomorrow. Probably going to be dealing with a few strong to severe storms across the area. Main threat, we're looking at gusty winds, but we'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. What you need to know now is it's most likely going to be raining across the area into your Wednesday afternoon and evening. Coming up next, we'll talk more impacts, everything you need to know for that storm system to push through tomorrow. Also, an hour by hour more in-depth forecast of when can you expect the rain within your area, and of course your 7-day forecast, all coming up right after this.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/act now.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. As always, welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggie McAuley. Thanks for tuning in with us here on your Tuesday morning. Let's talk about what's ongoing on Mississippi Live radar before we get into the in-depth forecast, shall we? Seeing a few showers out there, but not necessarily for us. I'm going to turn on the chat. So if you have any questions this morning, just feel free to put that in there and I'll make sure to look at those before we go. So looking at Mississippi Live radar this morning, I'm not tracking any rain throughout North Mississippi, maybe a sprinkle or two, but for the majority of us, very dry. So you're good to go as you're headed out the door this morning, but it does not take long to see where the rainfall is. You can see there around Jackson and Bolivar, Tennessee, and then even in pushing into places like Murfreesboro, Columbia, Lawrenceburg, this is stretching across Tennessee. So if you are headed north this morning, you're going to be dealing with some rainfall probably in some portion of your drive. You're having up to Tennessee and lots of lightning associated with this as well. The good news is I did put this into motion over the last few minutes and you saw it's all propagating eastward. So it's moving off to the east. I don't really expect it to be impacting us too much over your next few hours, although eventually we will see it into the afternoon. Also, I want to make you aware that over into portions of central Arkansas already dealing with the aerial flood watch until tomorrow at 1. So lots of rain being dumped out with these showers and storms of those who do get lucky enough to get under one. And it could be in a short amount of time, leading to some flooding concerns. But as of this morning and right now, we are not dealing with any rain in the area. Looking a lot like this as you're waking up with us on Mississippi Live weather this morning. Let me step out of the shot and show you. This is over in Batesville, Mississippi. Over in Panola County, temperatures in the 70s and lots of clouds. That's really the story area-wide this morning as you're waking up. Same story over in Columbus. You can see how this MDOT traffic cam, 82 at US 45 there. So you can see traffic moving really nice on both of those 2-lane intersections. So good to go there. Temperatures in the 70s as well. Let's talk about airport delays this morning. We're dealing with a lot of rain over to our north, but I'm not looking at any delays even within those airports. So Memphis International, good to go. Down south, Jackson as well. Little Rock, good to go as well. So looking at no airport delays. If they are, they're very minor out there this morning if you're heading down the roadways. Sticking here with us, taking the kids off to school, temperature is going to be near 70. So definitely a mild start out there to your day ahead. About a 20% chance from drop off to pick up, and we'll increase that as we head into those overnight hours. But pick up, we'll see temperatures in the upper 80s. I think a lot of us stay dry throughout your day ahead, so that's some good news. And conditions still warm. Most of us still near 90 degrees today. Of course, if you do get under some of that rain-cooled air, you'll be in the 80s. And I think that's why our map is showing up 80s from South Haven, Holly Springs, Boonville over in Prentiss County, over in Iuka as well, because this is the area that is more likely to pick up some rain into the afternoon, which would keep temperatures in the 80s through the afternoon hours. Everybody else going to be sitting mainly in the 90s out there. Let's talk about your severe weather risk today and tomorrow, because we're going to be dealing with it both days, just not necessarily as prevalent today. That majority of that risk, that level 2 risk, actually sits off to our west in places like Oklahoma, Texas, and then a good portion of the state of Arkansas dealing with that today. We're dealing with maybe a limited risk, that 1 out of 5, trying to stretch into places like northwest Mississippi, and then also into the northern half of our area, where we could see some of those showers and storms try to push in. Main threats we're talking about today, probably gusty winds. The potential of hail is still there as well. But again, that main threat sits off to our west. Completely different story for Wednesday, where you watch that cold front push into our area on Wednesday. And because of that, that severe weather risk also shifts into the entirety of our area, all of North Mississippi, capped within that level 1 out of 5. Now, this is the lowest of the threat levels, but I still want to make you aware. And main threats we're going to be watching with these storms that push through is going to be gusty winds. So I want to encourage you, if you have any outdoor furniture or anything you want to keep around over the next few days, make sure it is secured well or bring it inside. Let's talk about the latest hour by hour forecast. As we head now through noon, I think the majority of that activity, just like right now, sits off to our north. So Tennessee, if you're headed up to Tennessee, you're going to be dealing with it. If not, it sits just to our north through noon. As we head into the afternoon, we could see a few of those sprinkles try to push into places like northwest Mississippi. And then here we go. As we head 7, 8 o'clock, I think we're going to be seeing around overnight push in to North Mississippi before we get kind of our main round for Wednesday. So watch this. As we head 7 o'clock tonight, lots of showers and storms reaching from central Arkansas all the way into Memphis. This is going to be pushing into our area as we head overnight. So New Albany, Holly Springs, Boonville, I talked about this area, more likely to see a few showers and storms throughout the entirety of your day and also into those overnight hours. Now, these are going to continue to push in even for the entirety of the area into the overnight. So here's the thing, you might be woken up to a rumble of thunder or two. Keep your Mississippi Live weather app on. If anything goes haywire, we will be up with you. We'll make sure you get that alert as well. So make sure to have those alerts on. Let's go into your Wednesday, because that's the main day we're going to be watching for maybe a few strong to even severe storms in the mix. As for the start of the day, maybe a few showers out the door, but it's the afternoon that we're watching. Take a look at this, 12:30, a few showers and storms, but you can see that cold front. That's what we're watching to push in and bring us a few strong storms. So as it does, that's when we start to see more activity. I'm talking 3, 4 o'clock. If you got any Wednesday afternoon plans and they're outdoors, I'd make sure you had some indoor amenities with you as well, because these are going to be some heavy downpours at times. Also, I'm talking lightning and gusty winds. It's not going to be something you want to be outdoors for. So we're going to continue to watch these 3, 4 o'clock. This is going to continue through the evening hours. So I'm talking 3, 4 o'clock to even 8, 9 o'clock, kind of a slow moving front, and showers and storms just kind of pouring in front of it as well. So scattered activity kind of continues even into the evening and overnight hours. Here's the good news. As we head into really midnight and on, so this is at 2:30 on your Thursday. I know, slow moving front, guys. It will finally push out of the area as we head overnight into the start of Thursday. And here's the good news. I think for Thursday morning, by the time most of us are getting out the door, this is shifting off and we're really looking dry. Now, I can't rule out a few showers trying to peek in on the back half of this, but for the most part, we're looking at that activity sitting off to our east for Thursday. Now, how much rainfall are we looking to see from this? It's well needed across the area. I showed you a rainfall totals yesterday as well. It really hasn't changed. If you are consistently under some of those showers and storms, especially getting those today, you could be picking up anywhere between 1 inch to up to 2, maybe 3 inches. I think that's on the high end over in Lafayette County. But again, don't take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying Oxford's getting this. I'm saying this half of the area could be getting up to 2, maybe 3 inches. Everybody else, I think, around 1 inch to 1/2 of an inch is probably more likely. Let's talk about high temperatures over your next 7 days, because here's the good news. Today's our last day in the 90s. Over your next 7 days, we see temperatures really drop into the 80s because of that cold front, and then eventually creeping back up. We'll be back in the middle 80s as we head throughout your weekend and next week. But hey, I'm not complaining at the 80s after how long we've been seeing those 90s for. So the end of the work week, really looking cooler out there. Let's talk about Hurricane Gabrielle before I let you go, because this has reached major hurricane status. Now it is at a category 4. So it was only predicted to go to 3 yesterday. at a 4, so it's very strengthened overnight. Well-defined eye with this as well. Here's still the good news. We're still watching this, and it's still supposed to be taking that major turn to the right and not impacting the coast. So that is some good news out there for the United States. However, it's not the only thing we're tracking. Take a look at this. Tropic development chance. Here's that Hurricane Gabrielle still looking to move off to the east, but these are two different developments that we're looking at. So you can see kind of this cluster of showers and storms right here, and this one right here is what we're watching. So that formation chance has even went up from yesterday, about a medium chance for this one, and a high chance has moved in for this one that's kind of going in behind it. So keeping our eye on both of these. Definitely the tropics have turned active over our past week ahead, and if any updates come in, we'll make sure to be the first to let you know. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 90s today, 80s are back as we had Wednesday into Thursday, and like I said, could see a few strong to severe storms on Wednesday, so make sure to keep up with us on the app and on all your devices. We'll be on if needed. Temperature is going to be back in the 80s by Friday as well, and then a nice dry weekend with temperatures in the 80s, so not too much to complain about as we head into the weekend. Temperatures eventually go back up into the upper 80s as we head Sunday and then into Monday. Make sure to stick with us. We'll have another live broadcast at 7 a.m. coming up in about 10 minutes, still giving you everything you need as you're getting out the door this morning, still breaking down radar with you, an hour-by-hour forecast. So make sure to tune back in with us in about 10 minutes.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.